Well, good morning. Or not. We have not turned on the camera. That's Adabelle's bone. Let her have it. You have to let her have it. You don't ever need to take a bone from a dog, okay? You can give a dog a bone. Like this old man.
You don't like when she takes your food, don't take hers.
Say hi. Can you say hi to the camera real quick?
Hi.
Say we're about to do a Q&A.
Hi.
Hi and bye.
Bless her heart, she's still wearing the same clothes she was wearing.
And bless your heart. What happened, darling?
Oh my gosh. I don't even need to be seen. I look terrible and disgusting. So at like 2:30 this morning, I started dreaming that I was like so nauseous and felt like I was gonna throw up. Thank you. And oh, you know what she's saying?
I see.
Yeah, we've been trying to figure out why she's holding this book going, I see. But it says, I see a green frog looking at me. Maybe that's what it is. Anyways, so I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually am really nauseous. And
So you threw up overnight?
yes, basically I was up for like 2 or 3 more hours throwing up and, you know, all the good things that come with the stomach virus. And luckily I did stop throwing up, and so I was over that part, but I still just feel like crap. Like if you've ever had the stomach virus, you know it takes a hot minute to feel better, and like, oh my gosh, my body hurts and my muscles all hurt and
Women though, I mean, I was only sick for like a day and a half.
seriously.
I mean, come on, what is this?
Like,
I mean, guys out there, don't y'all know how just dramatic women are whenever they get sick?
Yeah.
Ugh. It's really annoying. I'm just kidding.
But
no, hopefully she does feel better soon.
thank goodness to Cullen. I mean, thank you to Cullen for helping with everything today, because I literally have not like left the couch or the bed upstairs.
No, you have not.
She can't do anything, so I appreciate you taking care of Gaines. Luckily, she's been such a sweet girl. She's just been snuggling on the couch. She may have watched a little bit more YouTube than she should have today, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Sometimes. In the meantime, I am cooking her up some chicken noodle soup. It's simmering down now, and she's been on the brat diet. Is it brat?
What?
Is it the brat diet?
Yeah.
What is it? Beer, rice, apples, and tequila?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think it's anybody's cure.
It's bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast.
No.
And I think I've had all of those except rice.
Oh my goodness. Well, in lieu of the lack of vlogging today, just because we've really just been laying low, we're going to probably do a Q&A right now on Twitter or Instagram or something. I don't know yet. I'm about to tweet it out and say, send me some questions. So it's just kind of one of those days, guys. Sorry, but that's how it is right now. Hopefully, Dana Schmoyer tweeted and said that we need to get better before this week, Christmas and everything. So hopefully it doesn't stick around. But let's answer some Q's and give you some A's. Here we go. All right, guys. The first question comes from Teen Ninja Dwarf. She asked, when are you guys going to meet Finn? And she was on Twitter. We actually are going on a winter vacay, like a ski and all. There's some fun stuff planned. You'll just have to wait and see. In January with
So excited.
Ellie and Jared and Missy and Brian. So we're so excited to meet baby Finn then.
And excited to see them, and it's just
Yes.
really good. First of all, and by first I mean like third, could I ask y'all to just go to your settings on this YouTube video and turn down your resolution to like 300, just in case you see my face better.
The 340.
You don't need to see all this in HD.
The next one comes from Cassie May _91 on Twitter. How many bows does MG have?
Literally, I don't know. Like, I honestly do not have an idea.
I couldn't tell you either. That's more of your alley.
If I had to guess, 50 is probably way an underestimate.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
Oh yeah.
Maybe 75, 100.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even joking.
It's ridiculous.
But it's interesting because there's still some colors we don't have. Like when it was Thanksgiving and stuff, we don't have orange bows, so
yeah.
You know.
Okay, moving over to Instagram for a minute. KGoldsmith.7 asks, what would you name your next child?
I've got like 12 picked out.
You do?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh. It's funny. If we were to have a boy, in the past, I'd always liked the name Dane.
It's a family name on my side.
Yeah,
it's a great uncle's name.
Family name, and I just like Dane Cook, the comedian, and
except I don't like him.
No. But I just like the name, and now that's kind of out of the equation with Gaines and Dane.
Well, and like all the little kids that can't say their words right, like Emily calls her Macy Dames. Or Macy Danes, so like Danes and Dane, like that just, and what if she says her own name, Danes? You know, that would just be weird. So honestly, I really have no other, like Gaines we knew was gonna be her name from way back when, and I just really don't even have any ideas for future kids.
I have no idea.
When that bridge comes, we're gonna need y'all's help.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of the name debate and questions, Tara J 2004 asked on Twitter that she said she's a new viewer and what is the meaning behind MG's name? We
get that question a lot from new people that don't know.
Yeah, and we actually have a baby name details video on our channel.
YouTube for Cullen and Katie baby name details.
Oh, even better, I will put it in the description below.
Look at you go, and the name reveal, because we kind of told the meaning behind it and stuff.
I'll put both of those below.
And we always get a lot of questions about like, is Gaines her first name or what's her middle name? And her name is, we explain this all in the video, but her name is Macy Gaines, and that's her first name and her middle name. She goes by her middle name, and sometimes she goes by both names. Yes. And if you want to know more about why, go watch that video.
Go watch the video. Emily DeLeon 16 asks, if you could travel any place in the world, where would it be and why? Lots of love from Dallas, Texas. Other than Bora Bora, I would say like Australia.
Yeah, my first thought was Bora Bora, but then I was like, well, that would be for like a vacation if we wanted to relax and chill. But there's so many places that I would like to just go visit and like see all the culture.
I would love to go back to Paris now that I've been once a long time ago for work.
Really, any of those type of places.
Yeah. Like
I went to Italy back after high school, and then I've been to a couple different places too, but I feel like the places that I went, like we went on church trips, went on a church trip to Germany one time, but I feel like I don't remember as much of it. Like I just didn't appreciate it at that time. I remember it, but you know, at that time you were worried about like who you were sitting next to on the bus, you know?
Well, like, and when I went to Paris, I was just getting used to getting around the day I had to leave.
'Cause you went by yourself.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those like, oh God, I want to come back and bring the family and do that all again. Kind of sticking with the different cultures and different areas of things. Anna Bielek, y'all's names are so hard to pronounce.
Oh my goodness.
Bielek 19, Bielek.
It may even mean something else.
Anna Bielek asks, do you know how to speak any other language? And she was on Instagram. No.
Hola. Hablo español.
¿Cómo está? Está aquí no mío, sí.
Except that never makes
sense. I have no idea what I would
He always says that.
In high school I took Latin 1 and 2 because prior to Latin I wanted to be a veterinarian because I love animals. And then Latin hit and I was like, okay, I don't know.
That's funny. It wasn't even the medical stuff, it was the Latin. You're such a mess.
What?
So it wasn't even the medical stuff, it was the Latin. Like, you're such a mess.
Yeah.
You just didn't like the Latin.
No, but you have to take Latin. I didn't even pass Latin 2. Like, I dropped out of it. I was like, screw this. I was failing. I mean, it's hard.
I took French for 10 years, kindergarten through 8th grade, and I literally could speak, I could tell you, like, oui. And that's it. I don't know what happened. It's supposed to be the, like, prime time to learn a language, but I don't know, by the time I was in 8th grade, I just did not like it anymore. And so I took Spanish in high school and college and loved it. And by the time I finished, I took like honors Spanish in college, and I could basically say anything I wanted to. And I guess it's one of those things, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
Because I cannot say anything. I can understand a good bit of Spanish. I mean, if I have to. And if you're speaking slowly. But yeah, I used to could say a lot more than I can now, so.
What, if any, do y'all know how to speak? Leave it in the comments below. Or what language did you take in school? That's kind of interesting too. Because there was a lot of people that I knew that took Latin. And I'm like, well, why? It's the dead language, so they say.
Well, that's not very nice. Some people out there might speak that.
Wow. Okay, back on Twitter, Broncos Love 07.
sorry, Emma.
Dang, you just smacked her with your phone. Broncos Love 07 asks, how many kids do you and Katie want to have in total? And that kind of goes along with a couple other people that were asking, like, do you ever want to have any more kids? And I'll leave another link to your channel on that below, where you talked kind of about that and where we stand.
Future babies and all that, so we discussed all that.
But as far as the number of kids,
like 7, maybe 8.
I say 3 or 4.
You didn't even flinch with my answer.
Because I know you.
No, because I'm just kidding. 3 or 4?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I like it when you call me Big Papa.
Oh my gosh. When we ever used to have this discussion, I always said 3 and Cullen always said 2. And now I think he's like, I kind of like being a dad. Maybe I want more kids than this. But we'll see when we have another one.
Yeah.
If it's like, oh my gosh, what are we thinking? We want to have 4 kids. Are you kidding me right now?
That's true.
So, I don't know. But I mean, I think 3 is a good number. Because I was in a family of 2. Like me, it was just me and my sister. And whenever she would leave to go to a friend's house, it was always so depressing. Because I was like, my playmate's gone. Even though
I have 3 sisters. I don't know. You gotta have.
Did you feel like that was too many?
No.
Like, there were too many of y'all?
The dynamic was good. Like, I think, well, and like being with Austin and Brittany, it wasn't hard with them with 3, you know?
I know.
Like, they feed off of each other and they entertain themselves together, and it's
Austin
gonna be
and Brittany
cool
are really good parents though. Like, seriously.
I think all YouTube parents are like halfway decent at some at something as far as parenting, because you like see yourself doing stuff.
I really think that makes a difference. Like when you see yourself and there's the clips that, you know, maybe get cut out or whatever when somebody's screaming or something like that, and you kind of are like, oh wow, I shouldn't have screamed so much, or you know, whatever.
Just stuff like that people that don't put themselves on camera wouldn't necessarily. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's weird. Somebody else asked, and I can't remember the name, but that kind of leads into that question about, has vlogging affected MG's life that you can tell and you're from Alabama, so roll tide.
I don't think at this point.
I don't think it's necessarily affected her, but I think it's like she gets sucked into watching the vlogs on the TV, and like I just wonder what's going through her head, because we never watched home videos every single day growing up.
Not every day, but I loved watching them when I was little. Like, you know, we had a video camera and my parents would record different things, especially like special events, but some random stuff sometimes.
But I think back then the cool thing about that is like you would forget that you had that play or that recital or that Christmas morning recorded, and then you would find it like half a year later and be like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, but every single day.
I think also it has affected her life in the sense of, if we weren't doing this, we wouldn't be doing all the traveling we're doing doing all the different fun things. I mean, obviously we'd be doing fun things, but some of the things we're able to do because of vlogging and because we're both able to stay home. So I think in that sense, it's definitely impacted her life in a positive way.
Yeah, she's like experienced a lot more than
most kids her age have, and getting to have her parents home.
Okay, that was my sister, and she was just telling me about this Miss Universe pageant. She was like, I cannot believe y'all are not watching this. Oh my gosh. So I've got to go check this out. That does it for today's Q&A. Again, sorry, it's just been kind of a lazy, relaxed Sunday.
Thank you all so much for asking questions and letting us do this Q&A, since we literally had nothing else other than me laying on the couch today.
And you get better now.
And you cleaning up and cooking and taking care of the baby. Thank you so much.
No problem.
You're the best,
you need to just feel better now.
Thank you. That's a horrible shot.
Don't be throwing up tonight.
Oh no.
If you're new to our videos, go ahead and hit subscribe. It's free, guys. All it does is let you know when we upload, because obviously YouTube processing has been having some issues. We still try to get our videos up at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, but there's been like crazy stuff going on.
Stupid YouTube.
Yes. Yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, like yesterday, 2 days ago, yesterday or something, I tried to upload it 3 times. I canceled the upload and re-uploaded it 3 separate times. And then I was just like, forget it, we gotta go. And left it, and it finally processed.
Like 2 or 3 hours later.
And I was texting with Brian. He said he uploaded his at like 9 p.m. and it didn't finish processing until 4 a.m. So anyway, I'm gonna go edit this and get the process started. And we will see what, TFS. Catch you on the flip side. Bye. 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 In our neighborhood. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho. Is that what you said? I wonder what the music's saying now. Whoa. God, that's bright. That's crazy. Is that so cool?